Alex, let's start with a bit of transfer news. Michael Turner has moved on loan to Fulham. What's the thinking behind that one?
The thinking was that Michael wasn't getting any game time. He was getting a bit frustrated. He wanted to play some football, and also the fact that I've got Ryan Bennett coming back as well. So in terms of that area, we're sort of well covered. We've got Carlos, Ryan Bennett, and Iggy Miguel. So Michael's game time, like I said, was limited, and I felt it important for him as well that he went and played somewhere.
You said you're open to bringing someone in the loan window as well. Is there any further down that process?
No, we're still sort of pursuing different things, but as always, it's not quick. So we'll just try to see what we can do over the next sort of couple of days or so. But our sole focus at the moment is on the game tomorrow.
A game which you've had a whole week to prepare for. How nice has that been?
Yeah, it's been good. To be honest, it depends though, because like when the games are come thick and fast and you're winning, then it's relatively simple. When you need to make sort of big changes or things aren't going as well as sort of you would have hoped, then sometimes you need to sort of do a bit more work. So at the moment, we're prepared well for the game. We know exactly what our task is and how we're going to go about it, and it's just about performing on the day now.
10 games to go, Alex. This weekend is the first of some really big matches for this football club, isn't it?
Yeah, but so was the last 12. So that doesn't change. The intensity is just going to be cranked up between now and the end of the season, and we've got to make sure that we rise to that challenge, and that starts tomorrow against Derby. And like you say, it's a crucial game. It's sort of top of the table sort of clash, if you like, with two teams that are really vying for that top six. So we need to make sure we're on it tomorrow.
You've really drummed home that message about the next game always being the most important one. That message even becomes more important now, doesn't it? Even when the finishing line becomes closer.
Yeah, of course, because you can't afford to have an off day anymore. We've probably had one or two since I came in, and out of 12 games, that's not too bad. But we'll be looking to improve on that in the next 10 games.
What type of game are you expecting this weekend? Two teams going for the win?
Yeah, I think we're the home team. We've got to go and try and win the game. I think Derby don't really play any other way, if I'm being honest. I think they're quite an attacking team with the players that they've got. So we're going to have to make sure that first of all we try and sort of put our game onto them, and try and dictate the game if we can, and hopefully we can do that. We can limit their opportunities.
They're not in the best of form at the moment, but it'll be a stern test, won't it?
Yeah, but I think if you look at the games that they've lost, they've been dominant in the match. Their possession stats have been good. They've had a lot of shots at goal. They've just not quite had either the rubber of the green or that wee sort of final bit of quality to see them over the line. So we're obviously hoping that continues tomorrow.
Bit of team news, Seb Basong missed out at Millwall. Is he going to be fit for this weekend?
Yeah, Seb should be fine. He's trained the last few days. He's looking good. It was just a knock to his knee that unfortunately sort of swelled up and didn't give him enough opportunity to get himself involved in the game. And
suddenly you've got a lot more options in midfield, haven't you? Alex Tettey is back. Vadis played very well for them 21s on Monday. Gary O'Neill's fit again. There's plenty to choose from, isn't there?
Yeah, but I think any of the squads that I've ever worked with before, I think the midfield's your engine room. That's where you really need to sort of try and control the game. And if you can do that, you've got to have a lot of sort of options available to you in there, and we certainly have at the moment, which is good. And I think that's an area of the park where we'll always look to try and dominate as we can.